Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert, and I'm pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Now, in our industry, we spend so much time and energy trying to attract guests, right? But what if I told you that the most powerful engine for growth is already inside our own walls? In this session, we're going to explore how internal collaboration is that hidden engine, the very thing that can power your hotel's success. All right, let's get into it.
We're always focused on the outside, on marketing campaigns, on sales outreach, and that's all important, of course, but the most powerful, most sustainable growth, that really comes from within. So today, we're not just talking about teamwork in the usual sense. We're looking at internal collaboration as a critical business strategy, something that has a direct and measurable impact on your bottom line. Now, to really grasp the power of collaboration, we have to start by looking at what happens when it's missing. Think of a hotel as a complex, interconnected system. But when departments start operating in their own separate bubbles, what we call silos, the entire system starts to break down. Let's really look at the high cost of that disconnection.
So on the left here, you see the classic silo problem. You've got the sales team pushing for pure volume, just fill the rooms. Meanwhile, marketing is all about building the brand, and revenue management, they're laser focused on pushing that daily rate up. Now on their own, each of these goals makes some sense, but in reality, they're often at war with each other. But look at the right side. When you have a unified strategy, everything changes. They start working together towards shared objectives. Instead of just booking any room, they target the most profitable market segments. Instead of mixed messages, they deliver one single, consistent brand experience that leads to real, sustainable growth.
And when that disconnect happens, believe me, the consequences are real. We miss out on our best, most profitable guests because marketing and revenue aren't on the same page. We end up making poor, inefficient decisions because everyone's working with incomplete information. And maybe the biggest casualty, our brand reputation. When sales promises a 5-star experience that operations simply can't deliver on, our reputation takes a serious hit, and that all-important guest loyalty starts to just fade away.
Okay, so that's the problem. How do we fix it? Well, the answer lies in one word: synergy. It's about breaking down those walls between departments. It's about bringing everyone together to create a powerful, cohesive team that drives the entire hotel forward.
I want you to really let this sink in, because this quote holds the key to everything. Guests don't see our internal org chart. They don't know who's in sales or who's in marketing. They just see one hotel. For them, it's all a single experience, from the ad they clicked online, to the booking process, to the person who greets them at the front desk. It has to feel seamless. And our internal structure has to mirror that reality. When our teams are aligned, the guest experience goes from just good to truly exceptional. So how does this actually work on the ground? What does it look like day to day? Well, it all kicks off with sharing data. When marketing, revenue, and sales are all looking at the same customer insights, the same performance numbers, they can build strategies that are so much smarter. Then, and this is crucial, they align with the operations team to make absolutely sure the hotel can deliver on every promise. The result of all this? A seamless, consistent, and fantastic journey for every single guest. And the results? Well, they really do speak for themselves. This collaborative approach leads directly to much higher guest satisfaction scores. And as we know, happy guests drive greater profitability. But there's another huge benefit. It makes the organization so much more agile. Your teams can adapt and respond to market changes in a way that siloed departments just can't. So when we talk about organizational agility, what do we really mean? It's the ability to adapt, and adapt fast. Imagine a new travel trend suddenly explodes on social media. An agile hotel can pivot its marketing, change its packages, and capture that demand in days, not months. As we teach at Europe Hotel School London, this isn't just about having the newest tech. It's a cultural capability. And that culture is absolutely rooted in collaboration.
And that brings us to what might be the most important piece of this whole puzzle: culture. See, you can create all the best processes and workflows in the world, but they won't last without a culture that actually supports them. This means moving away from pointing fingers at other departments and shifting towards a mindset of shared accountability for the results.
So how do you build this kind of culture? It has to start at the top, with leadership setting a crystal clear vision. Then you have to align goals and incentives so that everyone is pulling in the exact same direction. You need to create an environment where open communication and mutual respect are the norm, not the exception. And you have to foster a true sense of shared ownership. When you get all of this right, you'll see a huge boost in employee engagement and motivation across the board.
As we begin to wrap this up, I want to be perfectly clear. Collaboration isn't just a nice-to-have thing anymore. It's not a soft skill.
It is a strategic imperative. In today's hyper-competitive market, this is absolutely essential for survival and for any kind of sustainable growth.
So if there's one thing you take away today, let it be this. When you finally break down those silos, you transform your hotel from just a collection of different departments into a single unified organization. And that kind of organization is capable of delivering the exceptional, consistent performance that builds lasting guest loyalty and really defines you as a leader in the market.
So, as you move forward in your careers, whether you're just starting out or you're on your way to becoming a leader, I want you to ask this one simple question wherever you go. Is this place built on silos, or is it built on synergy? I promise you the answer to that question will tell you almost everything you need to know about its potential for success. Thank you.